Good morning.
Ooh.
It's a special day today. A day where we have... I hit the cam button. There we go. I had to hit it 3 times. A day where we have zucchini bread.
I mean, we have zucchini bread because you made zucchini bread.
Yes.
Oh my god. We're good. We're good. No spills. Morning, everyone. A merry, what is it, September 6th? A merry September 6th to you. And happy birthday to Breakfast Stream. Because it was 4 years ago that we started doing this bizarre show.
Thomas said, of all the days to have cake, then there's none. It's basically cake. Just needs some frosting, but it's so sweet it doesn't need frosting.
This is cake, Thomas. This counts as cake. I believe this counts. Come on. Oh, you got whacked. You sit down? The family's all here. Hi, buddy. Anyway, yeah, so it was 4 years ago that we started doing Breakfast Stream, and then by association started doing regular Twitch streaming. We've been real good about sticking to a schedule. That was something I've always just been good, or maybe stubborn, at. Don't walk across the keyboard. I moved slightly, and he was very upset about this. Come back. Hey. Come here. Come back. Oh, okay. Yeah, I will. We had a Twitch account prior to that. We had done some streaming on Twitch for Extra Life. But, you know, we didn't do any sort of regular thing until September, I think it was September 4th, 2018. And it's just been cool that we've kept it up for 4 years. In the case of Breakfast Stream, we've only ever missed one single Breakfast Stream. As far as I can tell, as far as I can remember. We've done pretty good about Fridays too.
Yeah, pretty good.
And the cool thing is, Renee, you're doing great. The cool thing is, we have so many more things planned for Twitch and for, you know, the idea of live streaming. Yeah. Patrons know a little bit about what we're looking into the future and thinking about, but like, I'm excited. If you've enjoyed, yeah, Breakfast Stream sequel is gonna be great. If you've enjoyed the live element up to this point, we got all sorts of fun stuff that we want to do in the near future. So, yeah. Okay. Anyway, let me actually read alerts now, because y'all are in the midst of a hype train, and it would be in my best interest to start making some progress on reading everything. There are 10 gift subs from Ironix Girl to Allegrado Ace, Jade Kind Gaming Adam, Lord Peggy, Rainy Day Zach, Alapi, Ryusane, Benistra, Let's Jingle Bells, King Kuron, and Toby H122. Ironix Girl, thank you. We have a subscription from CaveBat11.
Welcome.
5 gift subs from Mark from Vermont to Yeshi Sir, Penguin Kiwis, Frosty Lutari, The Final Mask, and Garthon the 6th. Mark, thank you. Anise gifted a sub to Mr. Deathkills. Appreciate it. Raisins in my toast. At Waffle House. Kind of like the OG there. 1,500 bits from Darbicus. Happy birthday, Breakfast Stream. Thank you, Darbicus. It's interesting because, like, Breakfast Stream in and of itself, like, has a very rich history. Like, there's been a long sequence of events and sequence of
that have gotten us here.
Of alerts and things like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's a lot. It's a good day to reminisce.
Yeah.
And also to shout out folks who have been watching for a long time, because some folks have made Breakfast Stream a part of their morning routine for a year, or 2 years, or 3 years, or more.
Free Giga Samus Aran figurine in every box. Tiny Eddie's Desert Diamond Fins.
So that was Mr. Malifa says, it's not a breakfast stream with birthday without a Tiny Eddie breakfast. Desert Diamond Fins.
Coffee!
Are there diamonds in the desert? Is that a thing? Diamonds, where you get a diamond? Like a mine?
Yeah.
So maybe like if you were in a desert but you dug down far.
Yeah.
You could eat a diamond if it was thin enough. And small enough. Anyway, Leaf. Thank you. Also, I don't know what Giga Samus Aran is, but I want one of those figurines. We got 32 months from Hiss Ranger, 40 months from Darpicus, 11 from Swift Sweeper, 24 from Busy Kick. I don't know why I'm even holding this.
Yeah, you have a table.
Well, I mean, like the idea that I was going to get to eat anytime soon. I don't even know why I picked it up.
No, you're
At
not.
the very beginning, I picked it up, and then you picked up yours and started eating, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm just going to hold this for a while.
Have a bite.
I never clapped for Busy. I'm clapping. Have a bite?
Yeah, have a bite.
Yeah.
Eat that piece.
Put on your apron and enjoy Tiny Eddie's sharp clarinet tarts.
Did you just tell me to eat, and then
Yeah.
you just...
Yeah, well, there was Eddie. I was letting Eddie talk. Tiny Eddie's sharp clarinet tarts. What part of the clarinet is sharp? Nothing. Samurai Breakfast says sharp note. Yeah. The reed? Kind of.
Oh, God.
Mostly they just break.
I'm going to read the...
I played clarinet for like 15 years.
I'm going to read the alert. There's 1,000 bits from Cheesehammer says, to celebrate this birthday, even though you don't love me anymore, I made you a breakfast treat while you were setting up the stream. I've got it down here in the kitchen. Sharp clarinet tarts. The sharpest part of the clarinet is probably the mouthy piece.
Like the
'Cause it come-
mouthpiece or the reed?
Oh, shoot, the
They're
reed.
separate parts.
Oh, the reed is sharper than the... because it's
The
thin.
reeds are fragile though. You bump that wrong and then you're just out
You
of
could
luck.
cut someone with a reed. If you were real careful about it. I think you
About
could.
not breaking it?
Anyway, it's tarts, but you just put the reeds of clarinets inside. They might, you know, hold some flavor.
The reeds taste terrible. Oh my god.
That's why it's tart.
Because you have to get them like moist first. So you like, when you're like getting your stuff together, the first thing you do is you stick the reed in your mouth, and then you put the clarinet together, and then you put the reed on the mouthpiece and the ligature on it and tighten it.
25 months from Willie Joel, 22 months from Pink Matima, 36 months from Aldo. Keep clapping, 36 months from RunT.exe. Congrats on the threes. 34 months from Epic DXX, 20 months from Good Faith Fox, 25 from Stoop Kid, 32 from Jacket K, 27 months at Tier 2, Gold Toast, from Arpega. Ms. Mayhem gifted a sub to Riversticks19. We got 48 months from JCJX, there's a 4. 100 bits from Done2300. 300 from Radio Dread says, Clown, Herf to BS. Herf BS. There's a lot going on today.
Yeah.
It's not even just about breakfast. I mean, that's the big one in my opinion. It's breakfast stream hitting 4. But there's even more going on. Do you know all of what's going on?
It's disc only.
Yeah. Yeah, that's later tonight, but
My
yeah.
full version comes out today.
Mal's full version comes out today. I've got another vlog ready for today. And today is the finale of the Skyrim streams on YouTube. Like Dan has the finale ready. It's Christmas, that's right. It's gonna be Christmas. So there's a whole lot of stuff. It's been fun. In total, the Skyrim streams produced 29 new episodes.
The treat everyone wants most, Tiny Eddie's Ginger and Dill Wise Delights.
Delights.
Yeah, I don't want Ginger and Dill together, Eddie.
That's Bits One Weird Cat who says, fun fact, I have sliced open my lip on a clarinet reed. Eddie, give us more celebratory food. Ginger and Dill, Wise Delights. Delights are in quotes because that part
No
is...
one can be delighted by Ginger and Dill.
It is subjective, yes. But so far, none have enjoyed. Also, yeah, I knew it. Because reeds are thin. Anything thin enough can cut you.
Even if it's fragile, you look at it wrong and it breaks.
Anything thin can cut you.
The worst part of the clarinet, the only thing I ever like hurt myself on,
Yeah.
is so you have thumb and then you go all the way down.
Yeah.
The key's down here on your right hand.
Yeah.
Pinky. One time, like there's a bar right here
Yeah.
that holds the ring finger keys.
Yeah.
There's a bar and then there's the pinky keys. I got this part of my skin stuck in there.
That seems extremely painful.
It was. Because
And
I
al-
was
and
holding
also,
the
like-
clarinet, like with one hand.
I would also assume that it was very alarming suddenly.
Yes.
Like you're doing, all of a sudden it's just, I am hurting. What is hurting? Oh my god. How do I undo this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Sorry.
hurt.
Sorry about that. Have you ever had a guitar string break
No.
and then slap you in the face?
No. See, the fun fact about clarinets is they don't have strings.
What about inside the clarinet?
No.
See, all instruments are stringed instruments. It's just about where they're hiding the strings.
I had to fit a contrabass clarinet in my car and it barely fit.
1400 from Mr. Incredible Noob Lord, who says, a nostalgic alert for 2 years. Back when this was a simple little stream, how far we have come.
Yeah.
It's true. We have been we've been around a while, and things have changed. We have done extra. I say extra. I almost called breakfast stream extra life. We've done extra life longer. We've done breakfast stream in 3 different homes. Because it started in the Blue Wall house, and then we did.
And this is 3.
And this is the 3rd home that we've lived in since we've done breakfast stream. 3 homes in 4 years.
We did it in Chaz's house.
Oh, yeah, these are just the homes we've lived in. We have done it in Chaz's house. We have done it in various...
house.
Emil's house. We've done it in various hotels.
Rental houses for Coliseum.
Yeah.
Alex and Haley's house.
Yeah.
My dad's house.
Yeah, Japan and China. Yeah. 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 Yeah, Florida somewhat. Did we ever do it at Mark and Rhonda's house in Wisconsin?
We have not.
Okay. Okay.
When are you going to do it at Thomas's house?
I think it's inevitable.
Yeah.
I think it's inevitable. How fun would that be?
Oh yeah, Steph and Steve's house.
Yeah, that's right. One of the earliest ones, actually. Pizza was there. The dog, not the food. Yeah, it was. I don't know. It's true. We've done this in a lot of different places. Have never done it underwater because that's how you drown. Oh, Mr. Cuddle Nooblord says, "Oops, I meant 4 years." In fairness, you could pick out any specific year and
Yeah.
analyze just those years. We get 100 bits from Midnight Chrome. 44 months from Jennifer Jack. Vegetable Sorbet gifted 3 subs to I Smiter, Winter Keck, and Alien Soups. 5 gift subs from Mark from Vermont to Thorny Thistle, Wolf Dragon, Lord Windshark, Phantom Azrael, and Supersonic Dog. Thanks to both of you. 300 bits from Slick Duke, who says, I have resolution for my sheriff story. On the 3rd attempt, we finally connected. Find out he was looking for the previous owner. That's what I thought after some internet sleuthing. Huge sigh of relief. Yeah, if the police show up at your door, I think that in just a very general sense can be very alarming. Mm-hmm. But usually, if you are not expecting them, there's probably a somewhat reasonable explanation.
Yeah. There are things like that happen in life, though, that you always wonder about and you'll never know.
You mean if you don't answer the door?
Well, like, let's say the sheriff only showed up one time. And you're like, never know why he showed up if it was just the one time.
Sometimes not knowing things in life is also fine.
Yeah.
You just live with a mystery. Yeah, just to say hi. A common police thing. Just saying hi. 300 bits from Star Wars Trekkie says, can I get some good vibes for my little brother who's moving from Michigan to Utah? He left at 8 this morning and I miss him already. Good vibes.
Yeah. That is a long drive.
That is a long drive. That's a good chunk of the U.S. I wish your little brother well. Alex left here yesterday to drive back to Birmingham, which is a little over 8 hours. And that's not as long as Michigan to Utah. But you always worry about people when they're driving long distances.
Yeah.
You know, it's completely reasonable, but he got there safe and sound. It's all right. He did okay, and I'm sure your little brother will also do okay. Just make sure that he stops every once in a while and stretches his legs. That helps so much.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of times I get in the car and I'm just like, man, I'm like going. You will for sure. Good. Yeah. I've tried to make it a habit more when I can. It's like I get in the car and I'm driving somewhere. I don't want to get out of the car. I'm just like, well, we'll just go through drive-through. But it's so much nicer, even if you're going to stop at the fast food place, to like park.
Yeah.
And just go order. I mean, if you can eat in there, then eat in there. But even if you just get your food to go, like just the act of like getting up, stretching, maybe going to the bathroom, just walking in and out, it's great. It's great. Yeah, it's just like you should do in airplanes.
Give me the bird.
Yay, a bird.
I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to get better. Do what I say. Do what I say, not what I do. 11 months from Aiden Nietzsche. 300 bits from Famicom says, Herf Brecky stream. Herf Brecky stream. 19 months from Parv Gang. We got 10 gift subs from Light Rock. Thank you, Light Rock. To Zeta Program 1, Nikki Nav, Adoodle, Del Agley, The Masked Miles, Tyler Hodges, Mook Squared, Pasta Kitty Queen, A13567, and B Bumpkin. Light Rock, thank you. Appreciate that. We got 25 months from Gamers 00700, 318 bits from the Thrill Of with the George Vibe starring. 300 from Full Metal Grizz, who says, these streams have always been so much fun. Y'all bring so much joy to all of us. Here's to a very sweet birthday to Breakfast Stream. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Breakfast Stream has been fun for us. It's been multi-use in many respects because it started out as a fun idea. And I've told the story before, but I remember telling people, are we never moved this? We're just sitting on the green screen. I was like, what is this thing on my arm?
The green screen.
Whatever. So I've told the story before, but I remember telling people about this idea for Breakfast Stream and everyone being kind of confused. Very specifically, I remember telling Patty whenever we saw him at PAX East in 2018. And I was like, yeah, I want to start doing Twitch, but I want to eat breakfast. And he was just like, trying to do my best Patty impression. Okay. It wasn't very good. So it was, it was a different idea, but I enjoyed that, and actually getting a chance to get started on it and do it was fun. But the flip side of it is that it has made sure that at least 2 days a week we get up early in the mornings, which is something that I know that I want to do and am not always the best at doing. You know what I mean? Like, I want to keep to a certain schedule, and I don't always do it. And Breakfast Stream definitely helps
Something.
keep me regular. That's really not what I want to say that. It's a birthday song for Light Rock. You might expect a shock in your brain because it's your birthday, and that is because that's how that works. When it's your birthday, your brain goes, whoo! And you say, ooh, goo goo. It's your birthday, hope all is well. Go out into the world and give them hell. I hope you don't get actually shocked on your birthday, because that'd be a sad, strange birthday. But your brain gives you a little shock because your brain says it's your birthday and we should do something nice for ourselves. Hell yeah, because...
You sounded like you were trying to comprehend
Words?
words.
Yes, thank you. It is, that's a Breakfast Stream song. All morning songs sound a little like that.
Happy birthday, Light Rock.
Happy birthday, Light Rock. 7000 says, let's get a birthday song, shall we? P.S. Today is my birthday as well. Thanks for all joy you bring. Yeah, I did my best. I hope your birthday is good. And I always tell people this, especially their birthdays, even on weekends, just be kind to yourself. And if you're celebrating something, do something nice for yourself. Self-care is important. And
Give me the bird.
Whether that's getting a bird. Getting a bird may not be complete self-care.
Yeah.
Because getting a bird is like a responsibility. It could be self-care
bird.
if you really love birds. Yes. Renee says you should be kind to yourself every day. It's true. You should.
You have to listen to our stream, Mom.
Yeah. We have several stream moms. It's great.
Yeah, we do.
It's great. I think, honestly, not to speak ill of any of our non-mom mods, but we have several mom mods, and I think moms make great mods. I do. Anyway, happy birthday, Light Rock. We got 46 months from Arian661. 100 bits from Frosty Latari. 300 bits from Nunchus, who says, Herf, I missed last Thursday, but Mao, I wanted to tell you I finally bought a Techo.
Awesome.
What cover did you get? I got the Tokyo Metronome one for the new English cousin.
Well, first off, that one sold out. Everyone wanted the Tokyo Metronome one.
Was that the one where the composition was the Tokyo Tower on the right, and
Yes.
then the
There's like a rooftop.
A
and
rooftop
there's
on the left?
A piano on it, and there's
Yeah.
like a bunny and a
I saw that
something
over,
else playing the piano.
I saw that just over Mal's shoulder while she was looking at her phone,
Yeah.
and I was like, that's a very striking.
It is. That's why it sold out.
It's very
That one
pretty.
was very.
Very, very pretty.
That one went fast. They restock at this point of the year, except the lottery ones and the
Yeah.
old covers.
Yeah.
Very Crepes got the Chucho one. That one was cute. I liked that one a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Tokyo Metronome one was really cool, and I liked it. But then when I saw it finally opened up with the back, I really liked that. That kind of made that one for me. Nunchus asked which cover I got. I got the Starman one because once I saw the inside, I was like, okay, that's decided. Because I was gonna get the Franklin badge one, but the inside of Starman was the selling point. But I got a day free one for the first time. And that one's not in English yet, but the Cousin's in English this year, and the Weeks is in English. And I got the Lagoon Weeks in English with the special designed cover on cover. Something about light. I can't remember. It has like constellations and celestial stuff on it.
And anytime we talk about techos, I always like to throw in, just because there's someone watching that's like, what the crap is a techo? Techo is a planner. They're created by Shigesato Itoi and his company. It's the same person that created the Mother series, Earthbound. And it's an entire thing. People love their planners, and
there's like a whole community.
Yeah, Chaz has got the link for you if you want to check it out. But they just dropped
2023's planners just went on sale September 1st.
Yeah.
And if you've never used one before, you can get them through Amazon. And the old covers are actually like 15% off right now on Amazon.
Yeah.
So.
Mal's got an entire little collection.
Yeah.
She likes planning. She likes planning.
Barry Crepes mentioned the Tokyo Museum one with the butterflies. That one's probably my favorite of the entire lineup.
I looked at them a little bit. I'm always most interested in what they're doing with the Earthbound ones. And I agree. And so, some of the Earthbound covers this year were a little like...
Yeah.
And the Starman one I liked.
Yeah.
I like the Starman one. We've got Cobalt Custard gifting 5 subs at tier 2 to Robotic Yeti, Late Art, Ruby, White Rabbit, Snoodoodle, and The Legend of Gret. Cobalt Custard, thank you. Also, I guess just, I don't know how long the tier 2 gift subs have been Pokemon.
Yeah.
But that's continuing. You're just giving out starters. 47 months from Mr. Incredible Noob. I've definitely had that faux pas once before. Sometimes the noob becomes the nude. Just, it happens. It's a very hard word to say. Pink Machima gifted a sub to Heart of Pluto. We got 24 months at tier 2. Gold Toast at 2 for Storms 002. Congrats on the 2. 24 months also from NJ Chef VT. 2 24s back to back. Congrats on the 2 for you as well. We get 30 bits from Satsu. It says, happy birth anniversary stream. While I try to figure out what the cat situation is, complicated, I decided to go back to comics only to discover I'd thrown out some originals like a clown, trying to redraw them from memory. Oh, that sucks. Well, you know, when you try to redraw something from memory and you remember the best parts of it, you may find that you're creating a better version. That's the only, solace in that fact. But it does suck when you accidentally throw something out. So I wish you well on the redrawing, and I wish you well on the cat situation. Because it sounded complicated, so to hear you say it's complicated, I'm like, oh, I believe you. I definitely believe you. A bunch of gift subs all of a sudden. We got 5 gift subs from Kalen Lux, and 5 gift subs from Full Metal Grizz. I will read them all together. Starman 07, Des Blade, Blue Nighty, Kylian Hero, The Lone Sandslash, Fia Fox 7, Renaissance, Brian X88, and Artistic Bego, and J Godzillaster. It's hard to say. Kalen Lux and Full Metal Grizz, thank you. Appreciate it. We've got 5 months from Xena Simmer, 48 months at tier 2 from Kalen Lux, Gold 4. Thank you, Kalen. 34 months from Triforce Drummer, 35 from Leafly. We get a sub from Lone Koopa.
Welcome.
Welcome. 300 bits from Gold Major says, I got the job from the interview Thursday before last. I start last Sunday of September. Unfortunately means I won't be attending Breakfast Stream Live because during it's a 10-week thing.
Congratulations.
Yeah, first off, congrats, because that's great. And, VOD Squad.
Yeah.
VOD Squad. And when you're done with your 10 weeks, we'll still be here.
Yeah.
I mean, if the last 4 years are any indication, it would probably... Someone asked, maybe it was Alex, when Alex was, because Alex was just here, and he had asked, he was like, do you ever do you ever skip a stream? Do you ever miss breakfast stream? And I just stared him straight in the eyes and I said, no. He was like, oh, okay. No, we don't do that here. No, we don't. Anyway, congrats again. We got 28 months from Lady K-Hawk, 7 months from Robolane, 510 from Anissa says, so I discovered you via Coliseum 2018, started interacting regularly during Link's Awakening, and now I'm a regular. Thanks for everything that you and... Thanks for everything to you and then also the community. Well, thank you. Coliseum is such a good event.
Yeah.
And it's actually the thing I'm probably most looking forward to in 2023. That may change. There may be more things to look forward to too, but like I'm excited to see everybody. But yeah, Link's Awakening. Link's Awakening was kind of our first longer Friday stream, actually. I think we had only been doing Twitch for a few months, and we were like, all right, we want to play video games. How do we do this? How do we do
Link's
this?
Awakening was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. I want to do more stuff like that also. I don't know when, and I don't know what, but I like the idea of doing, like, when they make these remakes and stuff and you're playing, like, both versions. Link's Awakening ended up working really well for that because so little was changed.
Yeah.
If they were vastly different...
That would have been harder.
It would have been hard. Like, you couldn't do, like, the Final Fantasy VII remake and the Final Fantasy... Like, that is way too different. But there's some games where it's, like, just enough, and that's neat. Anyway, we got 22 months from Macintosh PC. 500 from Mr. Viperfang says, congrats on the 4 years of BS. Which bird will I get this morning?
I think you had the Puffin.
Was it the Puffin or the Spoonbill?
Oh, there was a Spoonbill.
There was a Spoonbill.
And then there was the other one.
I'm not too far behind on alerts. I'm nearly caught up. There was a lot of alerts this morning. 100 bits from RCS735. 510 from Anise who says, no joke, Brecky's stream kept me from losing track of time during the worst of the lockdown. Herf breakfast stream. Yeah, well, breakfast stream for sure. And then also it was while we were doing Breath of the Wild. And I think, Twitch in general, but then both of those projects I think really helped.
Anise,
folks.
what time is it there? I don't know how far ahead Anise is in the day.
Yeah. I just, I'm grateful that we were able to provide entertainment for folks during some really crappy months.
Yeah. 3:30. Okay. I have a cousin there. I was curious.
Some really crappy months. We got 48 months from DC20 Wheel Save. There's a 4. Congrats on 4. 400 bits from James EP. It says, morning all, good vibes appreciated. I'm leaving my teaching gig Friday. Between a pay cut and other reasons I'd rather not talk about, I had to make the difficult decision to leave. Thank you. Good vibes. Definitely good vibes.
Yeah, that is a hard choice.
Yeah. Anytime anyone makes any choice to take a job, to leave a job, like there's always something going on, right? There's always like a major thing. And these decisions are not made lightly and have to, there's a lot of thought that goes into them. So yeah, I totally understand. Good vibes. And I hope that as you move into the next thing in your life, that you have a lot of success with it and very little difficulty making that transition. Studibite gifted a sub to Cheesehammer. RCS gifted a sub to Private Brother for Christ. 300 bits from Genesis. It says, the yen is the weakest it's been in 20 years, so if you want to buy anything from Hobonichi, now's the time.
Yeah. I did all my order and I was like, I wonder what this is, because you can switch it to the dollar on the website. I learned that from Armored Frog on the 1st. And I didn't know that you could do that on the site, so I ordered all my stuff in yen, and then I was like, I wonder. So I went and checked. I was like, oh. Because normally my thought process is just move the decimal 2 points.
Yeah.
Because that's what it was when we were there.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, that's a lot cheaper this year.
I mean, yeah, that's one of the thing about, buying things internationally is that can
Chaz, next August, like the end of August, like when Hobonichi's doing their releases, like this is what we're doing this year. And then on the 1st, I want to be in Japan, so you know.
So if
check
you
your
could
calendar.
if you could fly the plane, Chaz, if you could, why are you? Yeah, why are you telling Chaz this?
Because he wants to go too.
Oh, okay.
I mean, not for that. He didn't care about that.
Well, you have some time. Maybe you can get him.
Becca's
to care.
right. I'm manifesting it. I'm speaking it into
Oh.
existence.
That is a thing. That is a thing. If you talk about something long enough,
Give
you'll
me
probably
the
do
bird.
it. Okay. We got a lot of gift subs here. We got 5 gift subs from Cheese's Saves, which is particularly funny to me because the S's in Cheese's Saves are 5s. So 5 gift subs from Cheese's Saves to Nora Plays Things, Mustelavision, Spud Big, Oracle, and Rock Cafes. Thank you, Cheeses. And then 5 gift subs from Colin to Leah L. Pritchett, Smile936, Sarian Plays, Lumbermat06, and Jack's Pool. Colin, thank you. Lots of milk this morning. Lots of gift subs. 23 months from the tacos are here. Oh boy. 32 months from Callium. And 500 bits from Zim, who says, "Good morning, Stu and Mal. I don't usually make it to breakfast stream, but I managed to today. I hope your guys' week is doing better than mine. I'm at the point where I'm legitimately considering to quit my job for..." It got cut off. But, I mean, the sentiment is still there. I'm legitimately considering to quit my job. Again, these are things that, folks think about for a long time.
Yeah.
And there are legitimate reasons to quit your job. And it can be scary to do so. And, I mean, in an ideal situation, you have something lined up.
Yeah.
But, you have to do what's right for you. You have to do what's right for you. So, whatever that may be, give yourself time, maybe write a pros and cons list, and come up with what the best situation for you is. I think one of the things that is good about 2022, and it's been a thing that is ever increasing, is that folks more and more are thinking about their mental health.
Yeah.
And realizing that, not to put this onto Zim, that this is Zim's specific issue, but like for a lot of people, sometimes there's a realization of like, oh my God, my job is killing me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're familiar with this idea. And if that's the case, then yeah, it absolutely may be time to start looking at whether this is something that you want to continue to do.
Yeah.
Or if you can even do it. Because your mental health is so important, and I feel like it's a fairly recent trend. I feel like I spent the first chunk of my life, the first half or 2/3 or whatever, and mental health was not really talked about. And then it's something like in the last 10 to 15 years that's really ramped up and people are considering it more. And you have to think about it, because some jobs are just extremely stressful. Sometimes it's the management of the job. You may have a really, really toxic boss. There's all sorts of things. So yeah, I hope that folks in those positions, if that's you, I hope that you can find a way out that works for you, because everyone deserves good things. They do.
Renee says, my mom says I have way more tools in my parenting toolbox because of the discussion around mental health. I agree with that.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
people in like my parents' generation, like I see them post on Facebook things that are like,
Troubling.
well, they're very positive for kids' mental health, and like these people are mostly.
Wait, sorry, did you say your generation?
My parents' generation.
Yeah, that's what I was. Okay, that's what I thought you said.
So like my aunts and uncles, like they're posting things that are very good for kids, like, oh, when your kid gets home from school and they get off the bus, like they've been in a high stress environment all day. Don't immediately be like, well, start your homework. Why aren't you doing your chores? And like, they're like, they just need some time to decompress, and that's not something.
I feel like it's
that when they were parents they did, but now that they're grandparents and they're seeing this sort of mental health push, they're like, oh, and they're
Yeah, we're on the same page about that. It's something that the world is changing
Yeah.
for the better.
Yeah.
Much better way. And it's now that like that older generation, I'm sure that there's evidence that there are people that did that before, right? But
Yeah.
now it's more widely accepted. So even the folks that didn't necessarily do that with their kids are now being like, oh, I'm gonna do that with my grandkids,
Yeah.
you know? And it's important.
Yeah.
It's really important. You have to be okay mentally. And you have to take whatever steps necessary to
The point of life is
Take care
to
of
move
yourself.
towards happiness.
It is. That's the meaning of life, more or less. Wake up every day and do things that lead towards your personal self-fulfillment. I mean, like, part of that is work. Like, you're going to work, but the reason you work is maybe self-fulfillment, but then also to earn a living that you can have, a house and food and things that also lead to your self-fulfillment. So there's things. Anyway, easier said than true.
It is.
True. It's
a
easier
job
said
in
than
of
done.
itself.
But it's one of those things that you have to at least always be. You have to be cognizant of it.
Yeah.
And it's harder if you come from a family that.
Wasn't?
Yeah, like if you and like that's the thing. Everyone's coming from different backgrounds. Everyone's coming from different cultures. And if you came from a family that did not value mental health, then it will just be harder for you, and you will have to work even harder to realize that it is important. And the little voices in your head that scream at you that are like, I'm being a baby. Like, no, no,
Yeah.
no, that's not how it works. You have to take care of yourself. Anyway, yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Fosdick says, it's hard for me coming from a culture where mental health is not even a concept. Exactly. And that's a thing that, again, fortunately, is changing. Like it's getting better on like a global scale, but there's still individual little cultures or whatever that are still struggling with that concept. So yeah, don't ever let your family or your school or your job or any community, like, don't let any group of people try to downplay the importance of taking care of yourself up here as much as you take care of yourself everywhere else. Anyway, sorry, it was a long that was a long tangent, but I hope someone heard it that needed to hear it today, because it's important. You cannot count today's breakfast stream as a therapy session, if you'd like. 3 bits from Mr. Viperfang says, time for the Jimmy Roulette. I do love the Jimmy Roulette. I hope that the Jimmies... I don't know that Jimmies will ever grow as much as clowns.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd like it to get close. 3 bits from Action Cat says, I have one parent that is big on mental health and one who is not at all. It's very hard, and I'm looking to go back to therapy to try to help all that. It's... The other thing that has been... Sorry, I don't want to talk about this forever. But the other thing is that therapy has been more widely accepted in the past, like 10 to 15 years. And that's good, because when you need help physically, you go to a doctor, right? So why would we not also seek help if there's a lot going on and we need help mentally?
Yeah.
Like, it's the sort of thing that, to me, now, it seems so obvious, right? Like, it's like, well, of course, your brain is a part of your body. If I fall down the stairs, God help me, I hope I don't do that, and I break my arm, I'm gonna go to the doctor and be like, I fell down the stairs, broke my arm. Why, if I was not, suffering with things and I needed to speak to a professional about what was going on up here, I would do that.
Yeah.
You know?
I found therapy very helpful.
Yeah. Yeah, Mal's done therapy, and it was a
very positive experience.
And the other thing is that like you don't even need. It doesn't need to be
forever.
It doesn't need to be forever, and it doesn't need to be the most extreme situation. It's not like your life has to be ending to pursue therapy. That doesn't need to be the situation.
It's changed how I treat myself and how I think about things, and that's been very good.
Yeah.
Like we talked a lot about self-parenting and kind of talking to yourself in a more gentle way, as if you were like, oh, I'm tired. Well, let's take a nap. Like you would talk to like a little kid sometimes.
Yeah.
And like,
oh, there's
so many how you wanted to be treated as a child.
There's
something.
so many good things being said in chat. I love it.
Yeah.
Andy said it's okay to take meds for your mental health. Yes. The brain is just a bunch of frickin' chemicals. It's just a bunch of chemicals. There's a bunch of chemical stuff going on up there. And if you have a chemical imbalance, if you have something where like something needs altered, you would take medicine for any other part of your body. Why would you not take medicine for your brain? So, yeah, and again, we have I think there's like this long history leading up to the past like 10 or 15 years that it was looked down upon, like, oh, that person's taking medicine. Good. They're actually recognizing that there is a need for something, and they are doing something to help themselves. That's good. And then the other thing is, Renee said, honestly, I think everyone would benefit from therapy, like getting an oil change for your brain. Yeah. I agree. An oil change for your brain is a really good way of putting that.
Yeah.
I really like that. Anyway, 300 bits from the Reload says, even with the changes to mental health awareness, my high school was the opposite to the point of really bad lows, especially during the pandemic when I was cut off from the world. And I hate that for you. I really do. And like, it's true. Even though there is, I would say like I don't know if I even want to call it a global shift. I'll call it a national shift, right? I can at least speak for the U.S. I can't speak for every part of the world. But I would say that overall there's a national shift towards more, acceptance and love towards the necessity of mental health. It's true, there's still going to be places where that doesn't happen. And if you don't have access to that, if you don't have that support, it can be really, really hard. So again, for anyone that's in that situation, being able to recognize that you don't have that support system and then doing your best to seek out that support system otherwise is important. I know I saw a few people talking about the fact that the problem with therapy is that it's expensive.
Yeah.
And it's true. And one of the issues that we have is that some insurance will cover therapy or some degree of therapy, and then others won't. And
it's limited on who you can see,
limited.
And when, and how often, and
yeah. So it's definitely one of those things where even though we are, nationally starting to see more of an acceptance of like this is important, we're not there yet.
Yeah.
Because if we were there yet, then it would be more easily accessible to everybody. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. There's so much to talk about. I just want people to leave the stream and know that they are loved, they're appreciated, they matter, their bodies are important, and their mental health is important just as much, just to the same degree. And that if you are going through something that's very difficult, if you are in a position, whether that's with your job or your home life or whatever, that is leading to bad times, capital B, capital T, that I hope that you are able to recognize that, understand that you don't deserve that, and that you're able to make any sort of changes in your life that lead you away from that situation. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, 1548 from Purple Pollo, who says, my alarm didn't wake me up in time today, but happy 4 years. I've seen every breakfast stream since you started. But next quarter will be the first time in a while where I can't make it live because of a class happening during stream time, Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I have the rest of my bits, and I'll see you in chat in a few months. Also, let me know if you ever consider visiting your alma mater. Oh, no, that guy never emailed me back. I mean, it's September now. That was January. That's right. Huh, yeah. Yeah, that's a big ope. That's a big ope. Huh. Well, first off, thanks for being so regular to breakfast streams.
Tuesdays and Thursdays mornings were always art history for me.
Yeah. But, you know, again, VOD squad for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've told this story once on Breakfast Stream, but late last year, SCAD reached out to me and asked if I wanted to come do a talk of some sort at SCAD. And it was like right when Mao was having surgery. And I was like
the week after.
Yeah, it was like right then. And I was like, yeah, nope, can't do that. And I was like, I was emailing the person and I said, hey, get back with me in January. And they were like, okay. And then like, I only just now realized that like that did not happen. I'm like, oh. Okay. All right. Well, I would be open to doing it. I'd be open to doing that. That'd be different.
Yeah.
You know. I guess I could email him again and be like, hey, it's almost January. That's what I should do. Should email him in January and be like, all right, it's January. Just say nothing of the fact that a year has gone by. Should leave that. No one needs to know that. Just be like, yeah, it's January, like we said. 31 months from Riost. 300 bits from Pete Cal says, good morning and happy 4 years. Thought I'd be on time, but new time zone is messing with me.
It will for a bit.
Did the time change?
It will be. Didn't they sign the bill to make it permanently daylight savings? So once it switches in the fall, it's like never switching back?
Did they do that?
Didn't they do that?
They didn't do that, did they? They just talked about it. Did
No,
they
I thought
do
they
it?
did it. For next year.
For next year, so not this year. Okay. Pete Cal says, no, I'm just in a different time zone for a bit. Okay. When does the time change? It's like November, right? Okay. So I don't have to think about that for a while. Like, on the one hand, it doesn't really affect, like...
It's the week after Extra Life.
Like, in the age of digital clocks and digital alarms and not having to remember to set the clocks back, like, it doesn't really affect things.
Yeah.
In that manner. It always screwed me up because at most every place that we've lived in the past, the oven clock and the microwave clock would be wrong. So I would wake up and I would be fine. Like, I'd wake up at the time I intended to because I set my alarm or whatever. But then I'd go out into the kitchen and there'd be like brief horror for like a minute before I realized that I didn't touch that. But it's fine. Yeah, so that'll be next Sunshine Protection Act. That'll be next year. Oh, I can.
There was a neat thing online, and I forget the website, but someone had made a map of the U.S. and you take a little quiz that's like, the sun should not rise before this time, or I want there to be daylight until 6 p.m. at least, like, because when the sun goes down at 4, I hate it. So you kind of take a little quiz like that, and then you put in your location. And it tells you the ideal time, so you can decide if you're really excited about the Sunshine Protection Act or not. And based on my quiz answers and where we live, because if you're closer to like a time zone line, it's different than if you're on the opposite side of that time zone line.
Yeah.
And it was like, ooh, the Sunshine Protection Act is exactly what I want for how I want the time to go.
So that's good then.
Yeah, I thought it was good for me because it's different for everyone based on where they live and when they think the sun should come up and go down. Adam Attack says, I'm sorry, Mal, 4? In Myrtle Beach, in the winter, it starts getting dark at 4.
It does start getting dark at 4.
And then when we were in Vancouver for Make-A-Wish, it was summer, but it was like 11 p.m. and still super bright out, or like 10 p.m. And we were like, why is the sun still up?
Yeah.
So like, it depends on where you live. So it's going to be very different for everyone, not just what time zone. It's what part of the time zone you live in.
Radio Dread says, haha, try 2:30 to 3. Gross!
Yeah, that's gross.
That's really gross.
Let me see if I can find that site.
Yeah, I just like it whenever I don't want it. So in my opinion, it shouldn't get dark until like 8 p.m. Mm-hmm. That in my brain, that's what I want. That's what I want. Oh, the faggot of the stream still says we live. Oh, I'll have to change that. I'll try and remember to change it. I'll probably change that when I change all the stuff up for Extra Life, because we have to update all that stuff for that. While Mal's looking at that, by the way, it's a good time to remind you. Extra Life
Extra Life.
is October 29th. It's going to be a great time. We're going to be playing Wii and Wii U. It is coming up soon. You can donate today.
You're searching for Daylight Savings Time Gripe Assistant Tool.
It's a good name.
Isn't it a good name?
Good name.
Measuring if and how much Daylight Savings Time sucks for you.
Cheesehammer reminded me that we should run beans. I had not run beans. Beans are not updated quite yet. They will almost certainly be updated for Thursday.
Thank you, Chaz.
But, oh, Chaz had just got the link. There you go. Yeah. We'll get beans updated for Thursday because vlogs should be into September by then. Oh,
Yeah.
man. That's the other thing. Vlogs are less than a week behind. How wild is that? The Monday vlog from last week is coming out after the stream. And it's great. It's just really great.
Wait, did you schedule that for when I scheduled my video?
Yes.
I was like, Steven, should we do my video
sorry,
right after the
Sorry, Mal. You don't release videos very often, and I forgot.
So that means you should remember because it was special.
That's not what that means. That is not what that means at all. Okay, so, you know, we have competing videos. At 10:15, you can watch my video, the vlog, or you can watch Mal's full version. So, you know.
Yeah.
Whichever you want.
Whichever. Ches says open 2 tabs, watch simultaneously.
They're about the same length. They're actually, they would actually work. It would be terribly confusing, but they're both 13 minutes long. Like, they're both, like, the exact same length.
Yeah.
Don't know that that'd be the best
Yeah.
viewing experience. But could you do it? I mean, yeah, you could do it. Just put on headphones. Pan
Put one in here.
Yeah,
one
one
in the
video
other.
to one ear and one to the other. Oh, a nice Wizard of Oz Pink Floyd saying, maybe it all syncs up in ways we don't even know. Who knows? It probably doesn't at
No,
all.
it probably
Not
doesn't.
even a little bit. Yeah, so that's today. And folks had asked it again about Disco and Lean. Yeah, that's tonight. Disco and the crew didn't really talk much about it.
I mean, did you confirm it's happening?
Yes, we
Okay.
did. But, you know, sometimes there's a little more discussion than just, is this happening? And everyone says yes.
John tweeted. Good.
Chrissy G says, does the time after posting that we watch affect analytics? So like YouTube is a huge enigma, which has caused me and Chaz to scream into the ether on an almost weekly basis. But in a general sense, the best thing for a new video is to watch it when it's new.
Yeah.
That much we know. So if a video comes out and you watch it within like the first 24 hours, it's like greasing the wheels of the video to let it run further. Because at the very beginning of a video's life, watch it twice. At the very beginning of a video's life, a bunch of people watch it, and it's kind of like, imagine it's like blowing up a balloon.
It's like a test audience.
It's like blowing up a balloon. Everyone watching the video in the first 24 hours is like putting air into the balloon. And then when after that first 24 hours, you let go, and however much air is in that balloon is how far it's going to go, right? So it's kind of like that. And to a degree, that same concept works later on. Like, if a video... I guess the balloon's not great, because many Cake says, what if it pops? It won't pop. These are super balloons. In a way that actually can work later on, right? Like, you'll see occasionally that there will be videos that...
An older video.
It'll be like 5 or 6 year old video suddenly gets popular. So like that can happen too. If suddenly a bunch of people start watching a video from years ago, it'll do the same thing. But obviously the discoverability of old videos is much lower, and YouTube more regularly pushes new things. So yeah. YouTube's very confusing. It's very, very confusing. We got 14 months from Liberty KJ. Liberty, thank you. Appreciate that. Whenever we have to leave Tristan alone in the house, we put on Pikmin for him. I think that's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, yeah. Penguin Frog says, I hate the mobile notification list. And it's like, StephenVOD uploaded 3 videos today, and 2 of them are from yesterday, and I can't click on the one I need to watch. There's a lot of things, man. There's a lot of things that I sincerely wish were different on the platform. Mm-hmm. But we're just kind of hanging in there. But the thing is, whenever you're fighting the platform, it does make you not want to engage with the platform as heavily, right? So like so one of the things I said at the very beginning of the stream is that we've celebrated 4 years on Twitch, and now as we move into our 5th year, we've got all sorts of interesting ideas and plans and things that we want to try for Twitch. We have some ideas for YouTube too. Yeah. But like a lot of our ideas are Twitch based, since because we find it easier to work with instead of continually fighting YouTube. Mark asked, "Are you still working with your YouTube advisor?" I am. Yep. We're still working with them. So that's a good way of putting it, Chaz. Twitch is encouraging our ideas. Yes. Yeah. We've and I released a video earlier this year on Stephen Plays that talked at length about our specific problems with the platform, and what we've been trying to do, and how it's it's discouraging. It is very discouraging to say the thing that you've always done isn't working anymore, either because of an evolving outlook on that type of content, which I think is some of it, and then algorithmically what it is, which I think is a probably more of it. So yeah, it's certainly been frustrating, but it also gives me a little more resolve to work on the Twitch side of it, because at least they're doing stuff. At least they're doing stuff. So yeah. Toby says, has the channel been improving? That's a great question. I don't know that I can answer that, honestly. I don't regret anything that we've done, because like things were changing to the point where like, you know, we needed to try something, right?
Yeah.
We needed to try something, so I don't regret anything that we've done. I think that everything that we've tried and done has been a worthwhile investment of our time. But as far as like feeling like that we've turned the channel around completely, it's probably not that. Probably not that. We'll see what the future holds. Basically, we'll see what happens in the future as we continue to look at YouTube and Stephen Plays. That is right. That actually is the biggest thing. Chaz points out that the time investment balance has improved. Yeah. That is bar none the most important thing, and that's changed my life, honestly. That has changed. Like 2022 has been the biggest change in how much time is invested, and that's been really good. And we haven't really talked about it, but Dan has way more responsibilities than he's ever had.
Yeah.
And at this point, Dan is in control of a lot, and that's extremely helpful. Because then we are focusing on the thing that we are really good at, which is the content itself, and then not worrying so much about the other parts.
Yeah.
So between Dan taking a lot more control and being more of a pivotal role in that, and then also cutting out some other projects, being more mindful of how much time we're spending on things, it's all that part has been hugely positive. And I'm happy and grateful for that. I don't know what the future holds on YouTube, and very specifically Stephen Plays. We'll see what the next few months bring, but I'm at least grateful that I am so much healthier mentally because of all of the changes that we've made. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Chaz can definitely speak for that. There's definitely been times in the past that I've been kind of a mess because I've been trying to do too much, and I've gotten now to the point where like this has been kind of I don't want to be like this has been the best year of my life, but like mentally, it definitely has. Like absolutely, definitely mentally the best year of my life. Yeah, and also shout out to Emmy. Emmy, like for the folks that like the shorts and the TikToks and stuff like that, Chaz is right. That would not exist without Emmy.
Yeah.
Because in order
Emmy's
to do that,
humor and timing and like the subtitles that they do,
their entire understanding of that format
yes.
also, which it does. It requires an understanding of that format, and they've done a great job.
Yeah.
But yeah, it really requires a person solely working on that. Like that is something that, I mean, first off, it'd be different if Dan was doing it anyway, because Dan is not Emmy.
Yeah.
But then also, like, it would be too much.
Yeah.
Dan could not do it. It's just too much additional work. So having Emmy just work on that solely and focus on that is good. And like that content is good because they have the time and the mental energy to focus on it. I think we're doing good stuff. That's I think the big takeaway is like regardless of whether or not things that we've done on Stephen Plays this year have worked, right? Whether or not they've been successful for the algorithm, there's good stuff. Yeah. I know not everyone likes the shortened versions of like Pokemon and Skyrim. I don't feel super bad about it because the VODs are there and that's the longer form content. But regardless of whether people, subjectively care about it, I feel like it is objectively good content. I feel like Dan's done a great job
Yeah.
with how he's cut Pokemon and how he's cut Skyrim. Will we maybe not do that forever? It's possible that we maybe not do that forever, because it is a lot of extra work, and as we're seeing, it doesn't seem that, you know, maybe the algorithm is terribly fond of all of the additional work. It doesn't care. But I don't have any regrets about doing it, because we had to try. And then the other thing is that it's good. Like, I actually think it's good. I think there will be a group of people that find the channel this year, and Pokemon will be their first foray into it, and then they'll be really confused when there aren't like many more highlight series that we do. So
I think that's a good question, Anise. Anise said, silly questions, Emmy, your age more or less, they have a great edge to their editing style. They are younger.
yeah,
I mean, not by like a ton. They are an adult still.
Yeah.
But I think that age gap is important for them to, like, because they understand that platform
yeah,
more than us grandparents do.
yeah. I mean, in talking about media, 5 years makes a big difference.
Yeah.
10 years makes a huge difference. You know, just being more connected to different I'm trying to say styles and types of media and of editing and things like that. And Emmy falls right within the right like age range to really be connected and understand that.
Yeah.
And because of that, they've done a super great job. So, yeah. Anyway, hopefully that answers some of those questions about YouTube. You know, for folks that enjoy seeing us do gaming content, that's not changing. We're going to be doing gaming content for a long time. But the way in which that is experienced has fluctuated before, and it may fluctuate a little bit more as we try and figure out exactly what we want to do. But if you enjoy the stuff on Twitch, that's going fine. Like, we're Twitch, as Chaz said before, Twitch is encouraging ideas.
Yep.
And we have more ideas. God, we have more ideas.
Yeah.
Oh, we have more ideas. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. We'll be jumping into new stuff like by the end of the year. And next year will just probably be a field day. It's gonna be a good thing. 47 months from Cybe. Cheesehammer gifted a sub to Cheesehammer 40K. There's 40,000 of them. And 11 months from a Clockwork Corey. Thank you all. So anyway, as a reminder for the things that are happening today, because we are just...
My video comes out at 10:15.
Yeah, we got about...
Which is in...
a minute and a half.
A minute and a half.
Yeah. The full version...
Someday, Spirit Dome.
The full version for Mouse video is soon. I have a vlog. It's also releasing then. The Skyrim... Mao is recovering from surgery, so I'm going to be streaming while she's doing it, and we turned it into highlights for YouTube series. Comes to a conclusion with a little Christmas cheer, and that is at noon Eastern.
Yeah.
And then Disco and Link tonight.
Yeah.
Yep. And if anything goes, you know, certainly there'll probably be more vlogs today too. We got some other things to do, but I think I'll get that done.
We have other things to do, like put a Billy right here.
Yeah, we have
And
two
then
Billies.
and then another one over there, and then another one over there.
I hope we could get that done today too. That'd be great.
Yeah, that would be great.
Dylan says Mallet coasters are here and they are beautiful.
Oh, cool.
I think my hubby Decoy Troy tweeted about
I'll
that.
have to check after stream.
Cool.
Did
Is your sale still going on?
Yes, the sale is still going on
Yeah.
till Friday.
It's the 8th. So
is what,
that's
Thursday
Wednesday,
night?
what's today? Tuesday.
Today's the 6th.
Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Yeah, for anyone that missed that, if you want to get something from Mal's store, which is malmerch.com, use code NOTJUST, NOTJUST, and you get 20% off everything. That alone is a very good
Yeah.
coupon, but also if you're in the U.S. and you order at least $65 worth of stuff, you get free shipping, which is something that they basically don't do.
Yeah.
So if you've ever
And
wanted
they do
something...
work together if you're in the U.S.
Yes, so if you've ever wanted something from Mouse Store, like I think this might be the best time ever.
I think this
is
is the
pretty
best
good.
sale they've done.
I
they
think
do
this is the best sale they've
They
ever
do
done.
20% every so often, but with the shipping, that's the best they've ever done.
Oh, nice. Well, it says Redbubble now has a printing shipping depot in
Yep.
Canada. Good.
Yep. They're
Yeah.
adding them in different places. Like, I think there's one in the UK, and I think there's one in Australia, too.
Okay.
Or they're working on it. I can't remember.
Yeah, so it's a good time to get something if you've
Yeah.
been curious to pick something up. All right, the videos are out, so that means we are done. Someone will watch them both at once, and I wish you Godspeed. Thanks again for being here this morning. We'll see you at Disc Only tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern on John's channel, and then we'll be back on Thursday morning.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks everyone for being here. This is it's been a fun 4 years, and I think we have a beautiful future doing live content. I really do. I love on-demand stuff. I'm sure that we will always, in some capacity, be creating stuff on YouTube. But the live element has been great. We have a lot more ideas for it, and we're not going anywhere. Okay. Have a wonderful Tuesday. See you Thursday. Breathe!